Welcome to the 12th annual New Year's Rockin' Eve here on ABC, and what a crowd we got gathered for you tonight. They're waiting for just a little less than a half an hour from now to have the big ball drop here in the traditional New Year's Eve ceremony. Happy New Year, they're saying. And needless to say, we'll be covering all of the activity live right here in Times Square, and we'll be going to Las Vegas a little bit later on, into downtown Las Vegas, where they'll be having fireworks at midnight. Lots of fireworks, lots of live action in Times Square, and the biggest party of the year with some of the biggest stars in today's popular music. The 12th annual New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC. It's the only place to be, so come on in and join us. Where else will you find today's music, live coverage at Times Square, and fireworks? And it's all here in the next half hour and the next hour and a half. Let's go now to Hollywood.
From the Coconut Grove in Hollywood, and live from Las Vegas and Times Square in New York, ABC Television invites you to the hottest party of the year, Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve 1984. Starring Laura Branigan, Culture Club, David Frizzell, Rick James, Barry Manilow, the Mary Jane Girls, plus live reports from Dick Clark in Times Square. Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve 1984 is brought to you in part by 20th Century Fox, presenting Silkwood, To Be or Not to Be, two of a kind, and the out-of-the-ordinary soft drink, the original great-tasting Dr. Pepper. And this year, your host for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve 1984, from the hit television shows Three's Company and The Fall Guy, Priscilla Barnes and Doug Barr.
Thank you, and welcome to New Year's Rockin' Eve 1984.
And welcome to the fabulous Coconut Grove here at the world-famous Ambassador Hotel. This place is really a Hollywood landmark.
Oh, I know that, Priscilla, and that's what makes tonight doubly exciting. Not only are we rocking in a brand new year, but we're also celebrating the 62nd birthday of this fabulous showplace.
That's right. This hotel opened its doors at the stroke of midnight, New Year's Eve, 1921. And since then, the greatest names in show business have performed here.
That's right. The list is mind-boggling. Bing Crosby, Judy Garland, Frank Sinatra, Ray Charles, Diana Ross, Barbara Streisand. I could go on and on with it.
That's right. And now we can add 6 more names to that list. The most exciting names in music today.
That's for sure.
And they're here tonight.
The Mary Jane Girls, and Barry Manilow.
And to kick things off, here's a band that has seen more gold and platinum than Mr. Teesneck.
Ladies, that's pretty good. Ladies and gentlemen, just about the hottest band in the world today, here's Culture Club. well, you're certainly in the right place because this is probably the most famous party spot in the world.
Oh, I know. Valentino, Gable, Bogart, Tracy, all the great leading men. They all partied here.
Priscilla, are you leaving out one leading man?
Oh, that's right. Errol Flynn.
That's not what I had in mind.
Tyrone Power. John Wayne. How could I forget John Wayne? Cary Grant, Gary Cooper, Bernie Leibovitz,
Priscilla,
Russ the Wonder Horse.
why don't we check out the action in Times Square with Clark?
Doug and Priscilla, there's plenty of action in Times Square. It's all down there, and you see it on our ABC cameras. Our other cameras located on top of the marquee of the Criterion Center. That's a 6-theater complex. And our friends Ben and Elizabeth Moss let us share that point of view all the time. Look up here, and you'll see us standing up on the 17th floor here in #1 Times Square. Actually, you'll see me here on the roof of the Nirvana Club 1 restaurant on the 16th floor. Now, the people inside are partying and dining and ready to ring in the new year. They're overlooking the same crowd we're seeing here, which is estimated to be almost 500,000 people this year. 27 degrees here in New York. In Las Vegas, it's 54 degrees. And they estimate their crowd there in downtown Las Vegas at approximately 22,000. They're happy. We're happy. It's a great party happening, and you're going to catch it all right here on ABC's 12th annual New Year's Rockin' Eve. Don't you dare go away.
Well, Priscilla, 1984 is about 20 minutes away, and I'm starting to get pretty excited.
That's right. It's going to be a great year. We have the Olympic Games and the presidential election. It's going to be a year for winners.
And speaking of winners, here's a lady who wins whether it be on stage or in film or records or television.
Singing her smash hit, Solitaire. Here's a great artist, Miss Laura Branigan.
But you didn't need me. You knew I loved, you knew I always would be there. You just did what you wanted. You didn't care. All the cards were held by you. There was nothing I could do. All those nights I sat alone, staring at the telephone, wondering were you ever coming home? Solitary, what it's like now. Solitary to cry right now. Solitary, how it feels bad. Solitary, get lonely. Solitary, you
She's terrific, isn't she? Every time I see her, she makes me feel warm all over.
Doug, never stay warm on New Year's Eve. Poor Dick is high atop Times Square, and believe me, the word warm is a no-no.
Well, how about if I just say, Laura, stop the show cold?
Never say cold on New Year's Eve. Dick's put a definite freeze on cold.
You bet we have, Priscilla. In just about 15 minutes from now, we'll be dropping the big ball here. It's about 26 degrees now. And once again, let me take this moment to thank our friends who are partying at the Nirvana Club One restaurant for allowing us to share their wonderful vantage point. What we're all seeing here is the best view of Times Square. It's the picture you always see in the newspapers and magazines when they want to show you the crowds in the square and give you a bird's eye view. There's a guy who doesn't know what the temperature is, got his shirt off, saying hello to everybody back home. Happy New Year, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. As you can see by the ABC digital clock, we'll keep you posted. And at midnight, the big ball will drop. It's actually the Big Apple these days. Hello there. Welcome to Times Square. And, of course, you'll be here for all of the activity live on ABC. And now, a message from the Diet Soft Drink with the great out-of-the-ordinary taste, sugar-free Dr. Pepper.
You know, Doug, the Coconut Grove has been a great stepping stone for a lot of acts.
Really?
Dean Martin was signed to his first big picture after playing here.
No kidding.
Harry Belafonte got his big start here. And Barbra Streisand landed Funny Girl after her appearance here.
Do you think maybe I could become a nightclub star?
You sing?
Well, only in the shower.
Well, I'd enjoy that, but I don't think that the rest of the world will be. Kind of. I don't know. But anyway, what else could you do on stage?
Well, I could do what I do on the Fall Guy. I could jump through second-story windows, or I could crash through burning walls in a truck, or I could roll down flights of steps. I can hang upside down from a helicopter. I can do that pretty well.
Yeah, good.
I can...
Doug,
Yeah.
why don't you just introduce our next guest, okay, dear?
Yeah, I can do that, too.
Oh, good.
Ladies and gentlemen, American Music Awards, Grammys, this guy has won them all. He's the superstar of punk funk. Let's hear it for Rick James. Hey!
Do you
It's almost 1984.
Oh, good. I have just about enough time to read my New Year's resolution for 1984.
No. Priscilla, we don't have time. We have to switch to Dick.
Okay.
Let's switch to Times Square and see how the crowd's reacting.
They're reacting down there like they're having one whale of a time. Those people are right in front of our Criterion camera and right across over there at 1500 Broad. They got the TV on. They're watching themselves. Hi, Happy New Year. It's a happy crowd in New York for sure in Times Square. And in less than 8 minutes from now, the Big Apple will drop at midnight. That's the thing that everybody all over the world looks for. 200 red-lighted balls with little green stem on it up there on top of our flagpole. And as that descends, you'll hear this crowd go crazy. And at the same time, we'll be skipping off to Las Vegas, where they'll have live fireworks in the streets there. It's a little bit warmer in Vegas tonight. That's downtown. Looks like daylight, but it's nighttime for sure. And we're going to have one whale of a party here on ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Times Square, Las Vegas, Hollywood, it's all happening. Midnight's coming up. Don't go away. Once again, Dick Clark back live here in Times Square, New York City on the 12th annual New Year's Rockin' Eve on ABC, and what a happy crowd we've got. They are waiting. There you can see they're directing their attention skyward. Yeah, there it is. They've lighted the ball up there, and the crowd has reacted to it. They know that it's going to begin to move in less than 4 minutes from now. 11:56:01 and 2, as you can see on our ABC digital clock. We'll keep it there to keep you apprised. This crowd, unless they've got a real good watch, can only figure out the time by watching a 70-foot flagpole high atop number 1 Times Square. On top of that thing is a red ball in the shape of an apple with a green stem on it. It was changed to an apple in 1981, and it lowers down the pole. It's 6 feet around, and that's the thing they're all watching for. Now, when it happens, pandemonium is going to strike here in just about 4 minutes and 20-some seconds. And you'll begin to hear that noise level rise. You're looking northward here at the point where Broadway crosses 42nd Street and 7th Avenue and forms an X-shaped plaza. It used to be called Long Acre Square. It became Times Square in 1904 when the Times Publishing Company built this building we're standing on. Tonight, the crowd is estimated at 500,000. I think that's a little high, to tell you the truth. It's about 25 degrees here in less than 3 minutes. They're going to be going bananas. And the temperature doesn't seem to be bothering them at all. Let's take a look at downtown Las Vegas and see what's happening in the 5 blocks in front of the Fremont Street there in downtown. Approximately 22,000 people gathered there. They're going to enjoy about $20,000 worth of fireworks that are going to be shot off. We're looking in a westerly direction in downtown Vegas. Not quite as chilly there. It's in the mid-50s, around 54, they told us as we hit the air. And from the rooftop of the Union Plaza Hotel, they'll fire off those fireworks at midnight. It's their 7th annual celebration, and we'll be there to check it out as it happens. Meantime, back in New York, the crowd is anxiously awaiting the traditional ball drop. And there they are. Just think about it. What's going to happen here in a moment or two? You got to be on the young side to share this. Just 2 minutes now, as you can see. We're at 11:58 Eastern Standard Time. In just less than a minute from now, they will begin to lower the Big Apple, and there it is. 200 pounds of aluminum, 215-watt bulbs. It'll be lowered under the supervision of Tama Starr, who is the granddaughter of the man who built the first one back in 1907 and 8. It was a wrought iron ball in those days. And at exactly 11:59, you'll see that thing begin to lower down that flagpole. About 450 feet up in the air. The lights went on at 6 o'clock Eastern Time. A couple of 300-watt bulbs at the top so the crowd can keep track of it. They've got some electrical tape wrapped around the pole. And as they lower it, they do it by hand, just as they've always done it all these years. It's a man-made operation. 4 men up there with clotheslines going to lower it. Now, watch the clock. At 11:59, you may see it jiggle a little bit. There's no wind tonight. There it begins to move. And you'll hear the excitement rise. It's the Big Apple. It's New York City. And at the base of that flagpole, you can vaguely see it in our ABC camera shot now. 1984 will light up on cue as we enter the new year. With 1983 fading into the distance in less than 30 seconds, the ball will reach the bottom of that flagpole, and the new year will be here. 15 seconds before the new year. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Happy New Year! Las Vegas, New York, and Hollywood. Happy New Year from ABC and New Year's Rockin' Eve. They're whooping it up in downtown Las Vegas. They're having fun on the streets of New York in Times Square. And we're partying in Hollywood, California. All on ABC's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Little old Lang sign. Priscilla Barnes, Doug Barr, all the gang, Rick James, Boy George and Culture Club, Laura Branigan, our friends here in Times Square. Fireworks in Las Vegas. From Las Vegas, Nevada, to New York City, New York, to Hollywood, California. It's a 1984 Happy New Year from all of us here at ABC to you and yours. Don't forget, coming up, we've got Barry Manilow, Boy George and Culture Club, Rick James, Laura Branigan, the Mary Jane Girls, David Frizzell. We're partying on ABC tonight. And we'll be back again to check what happens in Times Square as the festivities wind down, but the fun has just begun. Don't go away. There's a lot more coming up right here on New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Doug, before we introduce Barry, let me just say that I really enjoyed spending this New Year's Eve together with you.
Gee, Priscilla, that's nice. I feel the same way. And I have to tell you that I have never seen you look more beautiful. That dress is really something else.
Oh, it's nothing.
Almost. Ladies and gentlemen, here is one of the most dynamic people in the entertainment world today.
What do you mean, almost?
It just wouldn't seem like New Year's Eve without this rendition of his classic.
Singing, it's just another New Year's Eve. The fabulous Barry Manilow.
Don't look so sad. It's not so bad, you know. It's just another night. That's all it is. It's not the first. It's not the worst, you know. We've come through all the rest. We'll get through this.
dance floor has seen some pretty mean moves in its day.
You bet it has. It saw the Charleston in the 20s, the jitterbug in the 40s, the twist in the 60s, and disco in the 70s.
And it's time now for the dance of the 80s.
The dance of the 80s?
You know. I'm talking about break dancing.
Break dancing?
Yeah, you see it on the streets, you see it in dance clubs, and you see it on your favorite and mine, American Bandstand.
All right, well then, ladies and gentlemen, let's dance!
Terrific. Doug, why don't you give that a try, huh?
Are you kidding? I can't do that.
Oh, you're an athlete. You do all kind of physical things on your show. I mean, this is just dancing.
Yeah, I know, but that's dangerous stuff. I could get hurt.
My hero. Let's switch to New York, where thousands of people are braving the cold in Times Square, including our lovable Dick Clark.
Lovable and silly, Priscilla. Crowd doesn't mind. They're breaking up now. The police barriers are coming down on Times Square. The last few diehards are out there. As you can see, there are about 1,000 policemen from New York patrol the area during the course of the evening, and 500,000 people all together makes for a rather interesting get-together, to say the least. Let's quick check Las Vegas, see if anybody's left out on the streets there of downtown Las Vegas. Yeah, they're still there. It's a little warmer there. I guess that's why they're still hanging in. It's been a great night. There's a lot more partying still to go out there in Hollywood. So from Las Vegas, from Times Square, from Hollywood, California, stay with us here on ABC because the fun has just begun. Lots more great music still coming up, so don't you dare go away. Thanks so much for joining us here in Times Square. And now, an out-of-the-ordinary message from an out-of-the-ordinary soft drink. You got it, Dr. Pepper.
Okay, now change the pace a little. Are you ready for some fun?
And are you ready for candy? JoJo, Sherry, and Nancy. Yeah!
And we're gonna give you Candy, JoJo, Sherry, and Maxie.
Here are the princesses of funk and roll, the Mary Jane Girls.
Say, don't you know you're talking to a man, say, a boy will ask you for your name before he tries to run his game. And when he's fine, they made his place. That's when the boy runs away. We like the boys. Boys. But we still like the boys. We like the boys. We like the boys. Boys with girls, we like a lot. And boys with braids are really hot. Boys that dance and dine and wine can hang with us for any time. Boys are boys, can't do without. It's every man that boy about. Come lay your head, we're on my breast. And let my love just do the rest. We like the boys. Boys. But we still like the boys. We like the boys. We like the boys. Know that's right now. 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 You can call me anytime. You got nothing on your mind. You need me, boy. You just call me any week when you feel the need to be free, and I'll be there. You can call me any day when you want someone to play with. Don't hesitate. Oh, you can call me anytime, any day, anywhere, so that I love you more. And I mean that from afar.
You know, there are only 6 words in the dictionary that can possibly describe the excitement that will be generated by another song from our next dynamic group.
And what are those words, great leader?
One more time. Here's Culture Club. Priscilla, I'm having a great time.
Me too. And if the first 30 minutes of 1984 any indication, this promises to be a great year.
And speaking of promises, it was just a few short years ago that our next guest, along with the talented Shelley West, was called the most promising duo in country and pop music.
That's right, and since then he's had a lot of hits, not only with Shelley, but on his own.
And tonight he's going to sing one of them for us. Ladies and gentlemen, a really talented performer, David Frizzell.
Like tiny actors on the stage, acting out your goodbye play, all the things you couldn't say tonight. You wrote in black and white, and each word chosen carefully. But everyone cuts right through me, written out with steady hand, so I'd be sure to understand it right. It's here in black and white, just like an old-time movie. I replay every scene in my mind. I tried to find a different ending, but it's the same one every time. I see you sign your name there too, as if I wouldn't know it's you. And all the colors that we share, I can't find them anywhere inside. There's only black and white. There's only black and white.
Well, I think we're getting hot now. Are you ready for something royal?
You're seeing the princesses of funk and roll. Are you ready to meet the king? You mean, your majesty?
Your Majesty! Fellow countrymen, once again, we give you the king of funk and roll.
His royal funkness. King!
You know, Priscilla, there are certain sounds on New Year's Eve that are music to my ears. Champagne corks popping, fireworks exploding, trumpets sounding off. It's a symphony.
Well, there's one sound that you left out.
What's that?
The sound of dancing.
Well then, everybody, let's get down! some singers sing sweetly like a summer's breeze, and some sing softly like a delicate cloud. But this lady is going to get your blood boiling.
Singing How Am I Supposed to Live Without You? Once again, the dazzling Laura Branigan.
I could hardly believe it when I heard the news today. I had to come and get it straight from you. They said you were leaving, someone swept your heart away. From the look upon your face, I see it's true. So tell me all about it, tell me about the plans you're making. Then tell me one thing more before I go. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long, how am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on when all that I've been living for is gone? Didn't come here for crying, didn't come here to break down. It's just a dream of mine, it's coming to an end. How can I blame you when I built my world around the hope that one day we'd be so much more than friends? And I don't want to know the price I'm gonna pay for dreaming. I need you now, it's more than I can take. Tell me, how am I supposed to live without you? Now that I've been loving you so long, how am I supposed to live without you? And how am I supposed to carry on when all that I've been living for is
Doug, the party's almost over, and I just wanted to say that I think that you're really great putting up with all my kidding and all my corny jokes. And I just wanted to say that I think that you're as hot as any of the groups that we've had here tonight.
Wow, thank you, Priscilla. You know that I think you're terrific, too. Do you think that I could have the honor of the last dance with you?
I'd love to.
Once again, Culture Club.
Coconut Grove, a very, very happy birthday with many more to follow. And it's time to wish you a very, very happy and healthy 1984.
Yeah! Let's meet again next year on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve 1985.
Tuesday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain, John Ritter hosts Life's Most Embarrassing Moments. Then Janet's new job as an exercise instructor gives Jack a workout when her man-chasing boss has him on the run on Three's Company. And Madeline and Shirley's canoe trip lands them up the creek and locked in jail on Oh, Madeline. After, Jennifer hides out in a convent as Jonathan races to save her before a hit woman can erase what she's seen forever on Heart to Heart. Tuesday, all starting at 8, 7 Central and Mountain on ABC.